Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Sanjot. I'm a local cinematographer in the Toronto area, and if you're not new, you'll notice this kind of looks different. It's been a busy past 2 weeks. That's why I haven't posted, but I'm actually moving out of my place and I'm moving back home, you can say, to Brampton. Today is kind of my final day here. I'm cleaning the whole place for the new tenant. Lucky enough, I was able to buy this place last year with money that I saved and things like that. And I was able to find somebody to rent out the place, which was kind of the goal, to live alone for 1 year, and then also after that 1 year, move out back home and rent it out to someone and have it as a rental property. So today I'm doing cleaning. I have all my stuff there in the back, and I'll take you through kind of the process of cleaning and my thoughts of actually moving out, what I've learned, and what's coming next in life. So I'll take you around there. See ya. I'm at a local cafe here in Liberty Village for anyone that lives in the Toronto area, and I wanted to go through some kind of learnings that I had, or I guess lessons and thoughts as I was cleaning of living alone. So some of it kind of starts with I was truly alone. It was a lot to get used to because my whole life I lived with my family, my parents, and moving out was kind of a first for me, and it was pretty hard at the beginning. I never really took in how often I actually went to hang out with my parents when they weren't at work, if I'm working. And then also with my dog, I missed my dog a lot, but now I'm going back and it's great. And then also another thing that I did take in, which I think I was before anyways, even moving up, but learning to be alone and being okay with it. I noticed that, of course, living alone, I was alone majority of the time, except for maybe when some friends came over or my girlfriend came over to hang out, but majority of the time I was home alone and learning to be okay with it, which I was. I'd either do some of my own work, something like this. At the beginning, it was more of getting things ready and set, so making furniture and things like that. But also just making the best use of my time. I noticed I did have more free time after work, and even on weekends, where I'd either just go back home to Brampton or I'll try to work on my own things. And then going into that, actually even more, I noticed that I wasn't really taking full advantage of the free time that I had. I know I wanted to create more content and do things, but I feel like the first 6 months of living there, I didn't really do much. I did have some client work, which was great, but I didn't take full advantage of the area I was in. I was just outside the city. You can kind of say I was in the city, but I was just outside. I could take the train right into it, no problem at all, and I didn't really take advantage of it. That's something I learned looking back at now, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I know I most likely won't live alone again. My next move out might potentially be with my girlfriend eventually in the future, but now going back home, I am excited because I do have more space now. I do have my own studio again where I can put all my equipment and everything in one area and work in one spot. Yeah, it was fun. There's a lot to reflect on. And I'll take you to my studio and I'll show you exactly what that looks like now. It's still kind of a mess. Currently, I'm out. I'll show you in a nice, cool little cafe doing some work. And I want to actually speak about my future plans for this year, which I feel like I'm always talking about or changing, but I'm going to go through that and I'll showcase that and I'll show you guys exactly what the studio looks like. So I'll see you then. I'm actually going to a concert tonight. I might record a little bit there and I'll see you later. Alright, so this is my new space. Well, new to you, old to me. This was always my little studio, you can say. That's my dog. And it's actually my sister's old room. She moved out a long time ago, so I turned this into my own little studio. As you can see, I'll go through a few of the things that I have, but I do have my Husky drawer in the back behind me. That's mainly just for organizing all my gear, whether that's camera bodies, lenses, cables, mainly batteries, charging stations, things like that. That's everything in there. And then my actual setup here that I showed you, I have my PC set up to dual monitors. I'm trying a new setup here. Actually, one is the normal landscape and one is vertical, which I don't use too often, but it's mainly just to have Discord open on the side or other things while I'm maybe gaming. And then my actual MacBook that I use for all of my editing, that's hooked up. And then I also just recently got a USB-C to HDMI cable to then use my nice OLED monitor that's in the middle, for any editing that I might want to do or just an extra display. So coming back to the space, it's a little bit exciting, just because I haven't been here in a while and actually working out of here. I have all my gear here and all my filming would be done in this room, which is nice, and it's more space than what I had before in the condo. But it is it is a big change. It's something that I got to get used to again. I got to get settled in. It's only been actually just under a week, so I'm still settling into the space, but there is more to come for the rest of the channel and for everything I'm looking to build. So like I mentioned, for the future of this channel and the future of this year, I want to really focus on creating that commercial quality work. So that is creating spec work that I need to actually start working on and creating content online that showcases the work that I can do. Anyways, that's enough of me. Going forward for the rest of the week, and what you'll see next week in the video is working toward those goals. I want to be putting together some spec projects and actually filming things to then showcase what I can do to people and hopefully grow as a creator. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you made it this far, comment coffee. I love coffee. You hopefully know this by now. If you're new, well, I love coffee. And subscribe for more. Subscribe for the journey that I'm going on. And I'm trying to showcase more of myself as I can. Anyways, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later.